so embarrassed. I looked at it. I don't even know when the last time we recorded.
When is the...
But we are back.
It don't matter, right? We're back.
Mm-mm.
It don't matter.
You ain't got to put that out there.
We don't. Hey.
We ain't even been gone, actually.
We haven't. Remember Dejanay? Hey. Sticky. Hi, guys.
Hey. Oh, Lord.
Let me see. How do we do this? 1 + 1.
How do we do this?
Carry to 3. What are you navigating? That's a start.
What are you navigating? Yeah. Ciao.
Would you like to kick us off, please?
Sure, I can kick us off. I'm a new person, y'all.
Basically. Oh, you. Oh, no. We just no. You are indeed a new. A lot has happened since you.
A lot has happened. I am a new person in Christ.
Well, she ain't let that go, guys. She ain't let that go. She's a new creature. Tell us, Bishop. Tell us. Not shit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna shut up.
I am married now. I am married and I lost my rings.
Okay. Stop.
So I'm like, I'm married.
Let me see where to stop button.
I took them off somewhere in this house. I'm talking about all my rings. Like, I'm like, y'all know, people be like, I don't have it. Yeah, I don't know where they at. They in this house somewhere. I hope.
I'm sure.
I hope they in this house somewhere.
They are.
I took them off in an inconspicuous spot. I knew. I said, I'm gonna remember where they at. I have no clue.
This girl said an inconspicuous spot.
I have no clue where these rings are.
What?
Yeah, no. That's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I don't like going outside without my ring on.
Wow.
I feel
do what Beyonce did. Get a
I have a tan line.
Okay.
That's how much I wear my rings.
Wow. Well, that inconspicuousness needs to.
I will cry. I don't know.
You haven't lost them. No, they're there. They're there. Especially because they're that much of a priority for you. They're definitely somewhere noticeable. You just have to,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Put them where I usually put them.
But yeah.
Right. Doing dumb stuff. But yeah, guys, I am a new person. And then I started a new job like a week later. Me and my man went down to the courthouse and we said, going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. It was really beautiful. It was actually really perfect.
It was. I cried.
Oh, you did?
No, I really did. I seriously did. It wasn't like, but it was just because like the weight of like, and I'll tell you why, because when she started giving her speech, the judge, her like saying what she had to say, and then and they're requiring you guys to say what you. Actually, no, it was really when you guys walked in, and it was because I was like, this is such a big deal. Like I felt the weight of like I was like, oh my God, my friend is conjoining her life legally with someone and her family. Like I just felt the weight of it, and as a deep girl. stuff with just inherent depth like marriage, and then in a sacred courthouse, whatever, but just like legal space, like you just felt the weight of it. So I definitely teared up.
Yeah, it is weighty. Immediately I felt, I gotta be more gentle with him.
Like you felt the obligation.
Yes. I was like, oh shit. It do change you, y'all. It do change just a little bit. It do change you. And it's like obviously but we've been together for 5 years. So it's like that ain't gonna change. It changes like literally overnight. But married life is good.
Tell us, please. Tell us. We would love to hear.
Married life is good. Intimacy is different and better. I cried the first TMI, y'all.
It's not. Well, it's not. It's not though. It's not.
Well, I'll tell you why I cried, y'all. Okay, girls. The reason I cried for real is because I was like, literally sobbing on the pillow. I didn't think I was ever gonna get married. I always thought I was too big and too ugly to be. Kid you not. Like I was like, he's like, are you okay?
Can I clip this? Can I clip this, please? Can I clip this? Is we finna. I'm so superficial. I'm like, this finna go viral. This period. No, I'm just what I'm kidding. Seriously. But no, like, wow. Oh my God. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I was grateful, and I was like, but also like very sad. Like I was like, but also I've been feeling a lot of guilt because like I know a lot of Black women who are not married, and that's like, oh my God, why are you thinking about this on your wedding day? Because it's that deep to me. And I'm like, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm always thinking about Black women, and I'm like, I really want this life for people because like literally I wouldn't be who I am without him. Like, and that's the type of love that like really supersedes like 50-50 conversation, supersedes like, what is he doing like for you conversation. If he wanted to, he would. Like, yeah. And like, it's also like, how did he make me grow in my confidence? Like, how did he make me stand up for myself? Like, what did I learn from him? Like, and what did I learn from the love that we have literally by somebody saying, I love you and I'm going to keep loving you and I'm keep showing up for you and I'm going to keep and I'm going to keep and I'm going to keep. And that in itself of that, I'm going to stay here is a whole nother level of like commitment of like my chin hair is being present, like my weight fluctuating. Like when you have had people who don't stay and you have somebody that does stay. And also like obviously this could be an entire conversation, but that's what I'm navigating. And yeah, but it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. And I like the little life we're creating.
Love that so much.
I got a new job, I got new names all in a week, y'all. But barely know my name. I don't even know my name. I don't even know who I am right now. I'm a new creature. But I'm, yeah.
That's correct.
I literally said today on the phone, I was like, hi, my name is Marka Moore. And then at the end of it, she was like, what's your name again? I was like, oh, I did not say my whole name. I was like, that is not your name.
That's not my name. No, it's not your name. It's not your name.
That's not my name.
Wow. No, oh God, I want to reflect so much on that. The first thing I'll say, because just 2 seconds on it. The first thing I'll say is I love that what you pointed out is like, how marriage changes things, and it does, and it changes you and how it compels you to do more or be more nice or whatever, show up better. And at first I was like, I wonder what it is. And like, I know Christians and even people like would say that's something spiritual, and I'm not negating that, but I can also think even just carnally or just like human nature, in that we need to kneel to things, right? And when we kneel to things, and this is proverbially kneeling, right? You're not having literally kneel, but like technically you have, in the sense of, I am now connected to somebody, to a higher responsibility or a higher accountability. And human nature requires that if we want to see different levels of experiences of being a human. That's so sociology. But like, that's what I was like, right, like I can see how it would. And whether you classify that as spiritual or whether you just classify it as like, we're animals in that we fall under hierarchy, we kneel to stuff, and kneeling to things like makes our human experience better if you steward it well and do it responsibly. But that's so beautiful. I love that. And then to the tears while you make it. We already talked about that. I just think that's so beautiful, because like, as much as we can like KeKe about men and KeKe about relationships negatively, or not in relationships, but just the dynamic patriarchy, because that's really what we be doing. It don't be about men for real. It actually be about a system. And and this is a beautiful example of like, we don't be talking about men necessarily. We're talking about a system and how we're all victimized by a system. So saying that to say like, for all of what we do in our politics and how we exist to be that. And also you have such a beautiful story to tell in that way. Y'all don't know what y'all be listening to, period. Y'all got a winner on your hands.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, to the big deal part, that's what makes me so sad that weddings are so expensive and that the wedding industry is so predatory, because people aren't having weddings. Weddings are like, when I was thinking about like, should we do a courthouse? Should we not? Should we this? When I had like asked like my close friends, one girl literally was like, yes, like it is kind of important back in the day for us to have weddings, because like people used to be enemies of each other, and you got to know who not to kill. Right. So, like that, but it's bringing it to like modern Black women don't get married, or Black women don't get married till later on in life, or this is also it. I had a client have a baby girl. This baby was so big. This baby was 9 pounds and
God
7
bless that mama.
ounces.
Oh, God bless that mama.
Child. I said, you sure you a newborn and a baby? But I was watching her and her boyfriend, and I was just like, I love every version of Black love, because and I was okay. I also did an interview about being one and done, maybe being one and done yesterday, and she asked me about something with Black people, and I was like, or she asked me something about Black men, I think, and I'm like, honestly, you can't make me like say anything. Like, I didn't say this, but the answer I gave was, you can't make me say anything bad about Black men. And I was like, that is because of what I've experienced the Black man. And it's made me realize they go through so much, right? And I was saying all that to say, I love every version of Black love, because what you have to fight through to get to each other in a world that hates you for various reasons, and you still decide, I love you and I'm going to show up for you the best I can, even though the best, quote unquote, might not be good enough because of all the stuff that we see going on in the world. And what men should be doing and how relationships should look. You got two people in the room by themselves and they saying, I'm still going to show up for you. That's beautiful. Like,
Whoa, still. You know that song?
is that Jasmine Sullivan?
Yes. And
I only know that because of the run you did.
That's funny. That's it. And that literally is still. That's actually, no, it's her, and because I think she's on a remix, but Mally Music. But anyway, you know what that made me think? It's a great song.
I love that song.
Yeah, y'all should. Ooh, you want to make lemon cry?
Get to the song. Get to the song. Get to the part that I know.
That's why I'll always be in love with you, still through it all. That's when we're going up. We're going up.
No, that's not even a song I thought you were talking about.
But it's beautiful. It's beautiful, though. You should listen to that. But anyway, you made me think about, that's why I like doing marriage. You know, as much as, like I said, I be KeKeing, but my favorite kind of therapy to do is couples therapy. Family is second, but couples is first, because like it is the worst. It's the hardest. Because all therapists, when I say that, they be like, oh my God, you can have them. And like all of the reasons why they say that is true. It's hell hard. The couples are the hardest. And like, I think that's what makes it the most rewarding. Look at our working too hard as Black women. So like, I like difficulty. I like the hardest thing. No, but I do, for some of that is that my overachievements, but also because exactly what Morgan just said. Like, I feel like, a little philosophical for a second, humans being able to strive, persist through all the difficulties and maladies of what it is to be human, and then make it. There is no more beautiful pinnacle of the human experience, because we're designed to be in a relationship, right? Like, we're not, people literally die from isolation. And so, like, relatively, right? But it was statistically, though. Yeah, like you have people who are in isolation have worse health outcomes. Like, it's legitimate. But anyway, and so saying that to say, like, and so when you're able to fix it, do it, make it, like, I think that's God, right? Like, that's a representation of God. Like, you, through all of it, you were able to rise to your best self, or call upon your best selves to do this, to do the thing that we're all innately needing of, but it's just the hardest thing to do because flesh is so malleable, malleable. Like, baby, it don't get no more magical, honey. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Everybody say congratulations for the
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, yeah. Jobs, wars, rumors of war. Okay, what? Jobs, husbands. Period. We just winning in this world.
We're trying.
I love that for you.
What are you navigating?
I was just gonna say, what am I navigating?
I just not ask you.
Right. Gotta get back in the swing of things. I just looked at this blender on my sink. It's just the
Come on, blender.
most random of things. Oh yeah, I have, interestingly, I don't be like, because I prioritize furniture and stuff in my house more than I prioritize stuff, which is so problematic. I'm just a vain idiot. But if it's one thing I do, I love me a good appliance. Like blenders, like I keep some sets of appliances in my house, even if I don't use them as much. But the thing is, it'd be days where I'd be like, like I should
got a blender.
Yes. And be like, oh, I'm gonna do it too because I got the thing. I am that girl. And it's crazy because I guess the older I get, it's probably gonna get real bad. But anyway, so I don't know what that has to do with anything. What am I navigating? I need to have a friend talk actually because I've been going through some tough stuff. But
oh. Now, didn't I call you the other day? Y'all, I called her. I called you, and then I popped up at somebody's house with no announcement.
I love that. Y'all, she's walking the talk.
I'm trying. Yes. I'm trying.
Walking that community talk. Yes. Yeah, no, I mean, nothing major. Honestly, I go back to school in the fall.
Nah. I mean, just kidding. Yay.
Well, you know what? I guess what I can say to that, what I'm navigating is, see, yours is personal. No, I was going to do I need personal. Hold on.
Nope. You can't not do political.
I know that's so, no, I wasn't going to do political, but it was going to be like something that's not get to know me-ish. So give me a second. We can cut this, but,
what do I feel vulnerable enough to say?
Because my personal life is just not that great right now. But but we're not there yet. So leave that in. No,
slide this episode. Slide the episode.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it like this. I really am growing and evolving relationally. In every way. No, okay, I got it. In all seriousness, in every way, I feel like because it was actually okay. So when I did a birthday tribute to my friend, and that day, like obviously it was about her, like, and I mean everything like that, like that's my baby. Oh God, my heart. And also when I have moments like that, like when I was at your wedding, when I'm like do a birthday tribute to my friend, when I'd be like, man. My deep stuff and make me emotional. I'm serious. I remember in my first book I wrote in the friend section, I have I labeled friendships in your 20s as fickle, fun, forever. That's like the series. That's how it.
That part, yeah.
Is that your experience? Like fickle, like just fun, and then forever. I can describe it later, but my point is, yeah. Oh, okay, good, yeah. And my point is though, like. I remember
I was saying no. I was saying yes slowly, so not throw shade.
Oh no. I'm with you. But no, I remember writing it and feeling I was coming out of my fun phase, but I still wasn't all the way out. Like I knew I had developed some forever friends, but it still was super early because I wrote the book when I was 28, 27. So it was still kind of early. But anyway, so saying that to say, and like every time I reflect or be with y'all or just reflect, I'll be like, oh, I really am in my forever friendships and like for real, like, and it feels so good. And I know everybody be like, I'm gonna pull a KeKe. I know everybody be like, how you friends? People are faking, and like, I be with the girls with the man problems and complaining about me and stuff, but I ain't gonna hold you. I love my friends. I don't gotta. Even if it's times where like not even just disagreements, but even if it's times I'm like, oh, I don't like that she do that. Ugh. But it's never nothing that it's like, so I can't be her friend no more. It ain't that. It ain't that. And I'm so grateful because I recognize how much of an anomaly that is. Not solely, but I know sometimes it's an anomaly, especially the level of intimacy and closeness and like real life, like these my folks that I feel for my friends. And so yeah, all that to say, what I'm navigating is after having wrote that thing about my friend, or not wrote it, but did the video tribute or whatever, I was just over the last few days. And then, I mean, that was right after your wedding. So yeah, I just was like, man, Like, oh, I'm so grateful for my friendships. And every year I like, and last thing I promise, whether or not a man is here, like this sounds so Tracy Ellis Ross, like I'm thinking, I really mean this. I really mean it though. Like, I'm so full and I'm so gratified, and everything that I was missing in my childhood, and it was a lot in terms of relationally, everything that I was missing, I've been, yes. So anyway, that's what I'm navigating. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, shout out to you. But also, I was about to say shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross, but who actually said
that
it
wasn't
was
no shade. Sorry, that was no shade, Trace. Go ahead.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that. I was about to quote her. I was about to give her the credit, and it wasn't her. It was Cree Summers. I think. Dang, it was one of them. They were talking about creating their love life, and it's both of them are notable for like being single and like creating a love life that is just full of love, and it's not about a man. It's about just having a life full
just
of love,
abundance.
Yeah, and I was when you were saying like the prophet, I was thinking of it as a prophecy. Yes, you were like 28 when you wrote the book, and it's like fun, fickle, forever. You didn't necessarily know these were forever friendships, but it's like a prophecy of like, or prophecy slash prophecy. I'm gonna speak this into existence of like there's
like
no way I could be 20. There's no way I could be 28 and not have forever friends. Like or 30, 40. You know, so I know that this is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like speaking into existence. Yeah.
And also like a calling forth. Like this is what I'm gonna have for my life. And I think that KeKe and Oprah also said something to that nature of like this is
absolutely.
I'm just gonna keep moving towards that of my life or something like that.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I was thinking about this too this week when I don't know where it happened, why I even dropped in my spirit, but like the when people say they don't fool with girls, I don't like girls, I don't like girl friendships, and I'm just like I never even knew that was a reality because I've been around women my whole life. And that was a new thing to me. Like you don't like women.
I
as
agree.
a woman. That's how I was birthed. I was reared in community of women.
You talking about a red flag.
Red flag.
A red flag. What's the quickest way for me not to be around you? Talking about you don't like women. I personally, I don't.
I don't be friends with girls. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly because, and you know what? I'm gonna take it a step further because all the stuff you finna tell me, Miss Mamas, because hoes be girls do this and girls do that, and girls do this and girls do that. Like I can tell you the best of them, but when you know women, when you grew up around and when you love them and like them and understand them as you should, because you are one, you know that we all done talked about somebody behind our back before, beyond their back before. We all done. Don't get me wrong. Some people's stuff is grimier than the others. Because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never slept with nobody man or done stuff like that. And you won't catch me doing stuff like that. I know that girls be on that type of time sometimes. However, what I'm saying is, when you know the plight of the human female, human woman in the world, there is no. But she took it too far. Do friendships have seasons? Have I fallen out with friends before? Yes, I have. But in terms of that making me like, oh, now I'm never going to trust these hoes again because I just... Nah, you ain't going to catch that one for me. Because, I know the plight of a woman, so it ain't nothing that a woman can do to make me be like, you know what, forget them all. Again, some people have their seasons, and my seasons have ended with some people, for sure. Again, that's why I say fickle fun forever. But, yeah. So, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we getting to today?
Here on the What's on the Agenda podcast, we give space for the nuance. We want to talk through social issues that impact Black women, socially, politically, financially, and all the illies. So, what's in the agenda?
We watched the Kiki Palmer interview with Oprah, and it changed our lives. I'm just so dramatic, but
confirmed.
Yes. And it was a lot of gems in there that we thought were really worth talking about, especially as a kickoff to a new episode. There's so many things in there that we can expand into broader conversations. And so Morgan suggested for us to review the interview just as a cultural moment, because it was such a cultural moment. That young Black girl who had that full 180 and being Akilah the Bee at 12 to now Oprah sitting on her couch. Honey, what a spiritual moment that was. And so the cultural moment that it was, but also just all of the gems. That was a winner's conversation. It was an all people conversation, but then it had segments where, sorry, this is solely for the winners.
This is for the niggas.
So I'm gonna probably be I'm gonna be a tinge problematic this episode, but that's okay because we want some traction anyway. So that's what we're talking about today. Anything you want to add to the intro, Morgan?
No, like I said, it was very confirming of the life that I think is, being pulled out of me. And growing up watching Oprah, first of all, Kiki Palmer's, I didn't watch it because I saw it go viral. I just be watching Kiki Palmer's podcast, and she be having some real heavy hitters on there. And I was like, Oprah. What?
In the last month, she had Michelle Obama and Oprah. In the last,
she did not have Michelle Obama.
Oh yes, honey,
I did not see that.
Oh honey,
I did not see that. Right,
she was on Michelle Obama podcast too, but she had Michelle Obama.
She's doing her big one.
Yeah.
Right.
She's that girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's do it. Let's do it in segments. Then let's talk cultural for a second because that was culturally. Yeah. Well, tell me the relevance for you.
I think, child, I don't know, because I don't even think it was a cultural thing. It was very personal.
It was.
It wasn't even. And I guess me sending it to you, and I've sent it to a couple other people. It was like, this is for the winners. Like, it wasn't like I'm thinking that this was for everybody. I really don't. I felt like it was talking directly to me. I didn't even think about the full circle moment until I saw it on post. I was like, oh,
wow, that's beautiful.
I didn't think about that. I did think about Kiki being like that girl. Cause like watching her pod, and then she it was like, this girl was on Good Morning America. Like, what?
Kiki Palmer
she ain't no journalist.
No, Kiki Palmer has
she's doing her work. Yes. And I think I've heard some some things say about her about her podcast, but I'm like, she does her research. Like, she does her research. She the way she guides a conversation, I'm like, this is a really good podcast. Like, she's a good interviewist.
Interviewer.
Yeah. And I guess, honestly, from being Oprah interviewing her, so I do see the full circle moment. But
she did you see? She played it at the end. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I 100% agree. Like, the personal element of it, like, the whole time I was just like I was gagging. Yes. But I guess when I was thinking cultural, I'm just saying, first of all, the first thing I noticed was baby Kiki outfit was she had them, I think they were red bottoms. Yeah, her pixie is everything. But I think she had on some red bottoms and the capri. And I'm pointing out the outfit because you could tell like she had on so cake, like she really was like, I wanted to be as polished as possible. So I love, and I'm mentioning fashion because she's so grown, like obviously she grown up, she a mom, she in her 30s, but I just mean like, again, we've just grown up with her. And so the cultural moment that was for this little girl we grew up with to be interviewing Oprah Winfrey, who we also grew up with, but as an auntie, like that felt like the backyard barbecue that Black people love so much. It felt like not all of the good things, but a lot of the feelings that a lot of our Black fictive kinship things brings us. That's what it felt like for me. So there's that for me. And then Oprah's outfit, first of all, Kiki come in all polished, like you got the showcase on, like just polished. Oprah came in there with some Vans and if she had on a Louis Vuitton white suit, so it was tea, but it was still just like a little casual Louis down to my socks.
Throw it on.
I'm not a brand whore like that either, guys. I only know that it was Louis because one of her people says. I was like, okay, because it looked like top. But anyway, but yeah, she just came in there just like, hey niece, hey,
right, diva. I said after this interview, I said I was gonna start saying it. because I feel like I seen somewhere and it was like the black girls, they don't be saying diva, or they said that that's what they loved about hearing they when they mamas got together with their friends,
yeah.
diva, diva, and I was like, let's bring that back.
Let's bring that in. You're right. That's why I've been not for that reason, but it is for this reason. Similarly, though, I say darling or I say dear. Like I'm intentional about using terms of endearment, particularly because the world strips us from that as Black women, and then two, because of social media and everything, that element of what you're talking about, like when TTs used to come together and say diva and all that other stuff, we're being stripped of that because of social stuff. So like I'm always trying to invoke Black woman warmth in every interaction that I have with my people. So hey baby, hey darling, hey dear, hey my like no, I'm on it. But anyway, so that was the culture moment. Oprah came in there like, hey daughter, sit down, let's talk. Like, oh wait, one more thing, just fun stuff before we get to this other stuff. Made me miss my granny a little bit. I wonder if this is your experience. I'm sorry. Old people, seasoned saints, they repeat you a lot. Do you notice that? So like,
give me an example, please.
Kiki was like, my granny used to do this all the time. That's why like, Kiki was like, she'll be like, oh, we live for that. She's like, yeah, we live for that. Like, well, that's not how they go, auntie. You don't got to do that. Like, or like if like they match exuberance. Like, I don't know how to, I need to find a clip. I want to show it. But like Kiki, she'd be like, facts, and Oprah's facts.
Yes.
And it was like, it's cringe, but in the best way. Like my granny used to do it.
Relate.
Yes, and it's because they like. I'm not even trying to be funny. Now I have no science behind this at all. You can just kind of tell, just being, anecdotal with the Saint seasons. Like they process a little slower. Like you could tell their processing thing has slowed down just a tad. And so it's not about slow. And they're like,
processing thing.
No, but it's true. So they like, cause, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I have no science for this. It's just an anecdotal fun. Because, like, we got to find a clip and put it in there because I'm telling you what I said.
Do you mean their brain?
No, I don't mean it in a bad way. She's 73. Like,
I know.
It's okay. But let me tell you. So she was like she would be like, this is not negative. I just got to keep reiterating that. And she was like, oh, what else it says?
Because what I'm about to say also has to do with age, and I promise it's not bad.
It's not. I think it's cute, and I'm gonna circle it back to, but like you could like when Kiki, especially because Kiki is so exuberant in her energy, right? And then older people, especially Oprah's already introverted and all of that. Older people don't be that hype, like they do, but like not whatever. So like when Kiki was like facts, and she's facts. It's like, it was like a 0.2 second, like a. Tell me you don't know what I'm talking about. We will, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yes.
I just thought that was cute. I thought it was adorable. So anyway, yeah, like that little mirroring, that like. Yeah, I just thought that was cute. Yeah, we say how I sound on the edit. Tell me how I sound.
You can't call old people cute or adorable.
Oh yeah, you're right. That might be problematic. You're right. You're right. It might be. You're right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, tell me what it sounds like on the edit. But yeah, I just thought that was. So I loved their energy. I loved their chemistry. Their chemistry was really good. They had really good chemistry. So. Oh my God. TT has very TT energy.
What I thought you was about to. Okay, wait a second. Wait. Okay, culture moment. The outfit, right? Kiki dressing up because that's Oprah Winfrey. Yes. 3:00 on the TV. Okay. That's Oprah Winfrey. Right after, was it right before or after General Hospital? I think it was after. No, General Hospital was at 3. She was at 4.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it was 4 for me. Yeah,
it was 4. Yeah, that is Oprah Winfrey.
It is.
Oh my God. Did you see them put the clip of the meme in there? When she was crying? Oh my, you gotta watch the video.
Oh,
You have to watch the
I
video.
did. When her favorite person came. Yeah.
I was like, that's the meme.
That's the meme.
That is hilarious. I was like, oh my God. I feel like they did that on purpose. But anyway.
That was the actual meme.
That's funny. But KeKe dressing up, she's still a millennial. Like I think millennials still have a little bit of.
Yeah, that.
That's my
definitely.
If these new podcasters would have been would have been in some jeans and an oversized t-shirt and all the things.
Absolutely.
No, man, that is Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
And like Oprah Winfrey talking about Maya Angelou is how Kiki Palmer is about to be talking about Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
And like that for sure, I know is about to be her mentor. And like, you don't just show up for Oprah. Oprah can dress however she wants to dress. That's Oprah Winfrey. You don't get to do that. Maybe on the next one.
Yeah, right.
But the first one,
when we know y'all to be like, yeah. When she said, I'm skipping a little bit, but this still can fall into the culture, I guess. She said, "Your future's so bright it burns my eyes." This is a winner's conversation, but anyway. Yeah, no, that for a Black woman who is seasoned and successful, and I know Oprah's everybody's problem like this and that, all of that out the window. For a Black woman who's been tried and tested through the fire of public scrutiny and all other manner of things, because we ain't even get to the the family, like all manner of things of what it takes to be a rich person or a person who made it from literally dirt poor in like Southern dirt, right? Or black dirt roads. I mean, like growing up in that to becoming who she is, like for a Black woman with that sort of a plight and trajectory to speak into you and to be talking to you and to be kikiing with you, like. Yeah, I guess with any more cultural things, because we can go ahead and pivot to the deep.
No. I think this will go into the next one.
Okay, cool. So the other one, I guess, right, here go the deep. But let's still categorize it because I want to make sure we cover all the things because there was so many in it. So a culture was just like the funny stuff, the funny stuff. And then what's another one? Okay, we can go straight to maybe tell me your thoughts. I don't want to just dictate it. I think
this is beautiful. You're really organizing this.
Perfect. I'm glad. No, let's jump right into what we were just saying, that this was a conversation for winners. Hey, WOTA fam. Thank you so much for listening to our pod each week.
As we're continuing to grow, we would love if you would give us a 5-star review on whatever platform you are listening to us on.
And make sure you're subscribed on all the platforms you listen to us on.
And comment on our page. We would love to shout you out.
Now, enjoy the rest of the pod. Because I feel like we're in the halfway point of the show anyway. So this is a conversation for winners. And what does that mean for you? Because I felt like you agreed with me. So tell me what does that mean for you? Or why did you say that?
It made me think I wasn't crazy. Like
made you feel sane.
It made me realize, yes, that like I remember watching Oprah and she had I don't even know what her name is. Why is Kirstie Alley coming up? I don't know. But she had this white lady on her show. She was an actor. And she was like, I used to clean houses and I would treat these houses the way, like, the best I could because I knew that I was eventually going to get a house. Like, and I knew that I was going to, like, she was just like, I would fold the towels. And I don't even remember what she said, but I remember the imagery that I got. And like, she would fold the towels and she would treat these houses like with the utmost respect because she knew that she was going to have this eventually. And like, I be having things in my spirit that I'm like, I'm not crazy. Like, I know what direction my life is going. And it's like, you have to be really audacious. Oh my God, the God thing they were talking about of like, I don't even know how they put it, but it's like the universe, the God of the universe was talking, is basically guiding you to where you are.
Yeah.
And it's
that
like,
quiet voice is guiding you.
Yeah. That part. And it's like, who are you to think that's you? But anyway, like that, you're constantly going to the life of being aligned. And like when KeKe was talking about like I always find the lesson in what I'm doing, that I can't even be present in the feelings of the moment of like, because I'm like, what's the lesson? I got the lesson. Let's move on. Yeah. And I'm like, I know, why do I have a religion degree, a master's in divinity, women's gender studies? Like, why does this don't even make no sense on paper. But when you talk to me and I make it make sense for you, it makes sense in my head. And I'm like, every job I've had, every experience I've had has led me to this point and it makes sense to where I am, right?
Yeah.
And you have to have a level of like audacity and like, I'm going to go this route. And I don't know why I'm going this route, but I feel like calling, purpose. I feel like I should be here and I'm going to go there. Thinking about like, I was like overwhelmed with the life choices that I make because I do take too much. But I was like, you cannot say, I said, I might do a lot. I might be extra, but you can't say I didn't try. I've tried every single thing that I've ever wanted to do. And every single thing that I've ever wanted to do has added to like where I'm
the
at.
trajectory. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All things work together for the good in the middle of the Lord.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree. So like, oh my God, I agree with that so much. Oh, the first thing I wanted to respond to. I watch Oprah every day at 4:00 too. Like the girlies was doing the things and outside and playing and riding the bikes and all this. And I want to be clear, that's not a bad thing. But again, this segment is about this. This was a winner.
Did Oprah separate the girls from a young age?
Possibly.
Oh Lord!
And maybe she didn't single-handedly do it, but she definitely exacerbated that process for sure. Because baby, when I say set, my mama, like, especially like I literally recall days where my siblings were babies or like small, like toddlers. My mama like feed whatever, folding clothes, and like I'm in there, lay him down, folding clothes. It's a commercial. Let me go get my stuff real quick with my uniform on, with my school uniform on. And I'm talking about like I'm talking about early 2000s. I was born in 94, so it's not early 2000s.
Why are you watching this? Literally, why are you watching this? What do you need to know about anything she's talking about right now?
Today they had a conversation. They had a summit on fathers and sons breakdown and like how they can. And then what make it worse? You know what's so sad? The even worse part, like this. No, I'm so serious. I hated the celebrity episodes. Not that like unless it was somebody I loved, only because I'm like, come on, let's get to the meat. Let's talk about things. Why I don't care about Johnny Depp in the new movie. I used to be like, them the days I used to skip. I'm not even playing. I used to be like, I need a topic. What is this? Like Johnny Depp, girl, I don't care about that. Them episodes were like when they finna go to commercial break and then she's like, we'll be right back, but nobody clap because it's deep, because it's a heavy topic. So
it's quiet.
We'll be right back. And then you be like, woo, off the commercial. You be sitting there like, oh, that was okay. 7. I'm 8. But anyway, so yeah, I watched it also, and what I was gonna say, I resonated with what you said about what she said, but a different thing that she said in the same vein. Mine that she's always said, even when she was a kid, and it's funny or when I was a kid watching her back in the day, because Oprah's 70 and I'm 30. When we was kids together. She said her grandma. You probably know the story because she said all the time. Her grandma, she was outside hanging clothes on the line. In the backwoods country, her grandma was hanging up things on the line, and then she said, "Baby, watch me close." She said she was 5 years old, and she said, "Watch me closely, because you're gonna have to do this one day for a good white family." And then, and she said she didn't say it out loud, but she remembered like a knowing in her mind, and what she now recognizes as God, right? Like when Eckhart Tolle talks about how that quiet voice. That's what we were just saying. If you guys aren't familiar. Eckhart Tolle, which is a philosopher, talks about how that quiet voice is actually God, the divine speaking through you. So anyway, she said what she now recognizes as that voice said to her at that time, "No, grandmommy, I'm not going to have to do this actually. Like, that's not going to be my portion." Like she knew. She just knew. Well, how would a 5-year-old know? You won't, except God exists in you automatically, right? So anyway, and talking about when you said you resonate, that's like, I have always just known that, like, yeah, I'm not even gonna go, but yeah, I've always just like, no, like when the girls around me, especially we came up in the generation where the girls was getting pregnant, and like, and again, it's not a bad thing. I'm not judging. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, but like based off of what I come from and where I come from, and the example, like I didn't go to good schools. I didn't come up in any privilege whatsoever. Like, people always be shocked by that. There was nothing about my life that was privileged, but I've always just known that no, grandmommy, that's not gonna be me, Puka. Like, so yeah, I resonate with that too.
What else for you?
Yeah, let me think. You're right. So, talking about the resonating part about her knowing, I love that. We talked about the voice of God and how that exists within you inherently. I think that's a really important thing to take note of. Oh, we were still on the winners part. I think so that's one of the reasons why you're right. This was a conversation for winners, because like winners, I think sometimes with winners, it's a knowing. It's just a knowing. Like I couldn't have told you that I would have done the things that I've done thus far, or that I was going to have degrees and stuff, especially y'all have seen the episode where we talked about college. It's crazy because like this is true. And also it was true that college was not on my radar. Right. Yeah. Like, so I really was a product of where I was. So anyway, so that knowing is a really big deal. And it's something beyond ourselves. But another thing that stood out about the interview that made me say this was a conversation for winners was let's talk about specific moments when I was telling Morgan in pre-production that part. I'm gonna say the funny part and then you could say the serious part, Morgan. When Kiki Oprah was just yapping, because when grown women be talking, when they know things, they just yap, they just be going. Oprah was just going. She didn't really need to be asked questions, but it was cute. Mm-hmm. Oprah was just going, and she was going to tell a story about Tracee Ellis Ross. They were talking about how do you wait, what was like, oh, they were talking about this knowing that we're talking about. Actually, it was like a longer conversation about the knowing. And anyway, so Oprah just going, and then Kiki was over there. She started to tear up a little bit, and Oprah was just yapping, and she looked over, she was like, what's wrong? Like in a real TT kind of way. And then Kiki was like, oh, I know what, she resonated with it, because like obviously she's a successful young Black girl too, who wouldn't have guessed it but always knew it. And so she said, I resonated with what you were describing so much about how God of the universe put you in this position. And also I grieve the people who don't know it and who don't have that internal like a young girl would say, crying about everybody else.
Right.
And so Auntie said, yeah, I agree. I want to be clear, because I watched this so many times. Oprah said, yeah, I agree. I grieve them too. I grieve for them too. I do. But the older you get, you'll get over that. I said, Oprah said, girl, if people want to fail, let them fail. I said, TT, well, we can't do that now, TT. But also, TT, you might be on the show. You can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Morgan, go.
Don't leave me like that. Like, don't leave me hanging like that.
The girl said, Oprah said, the pond is over there. I gotta go.
I don't know how many more books you want me to write. I had a whole TV show for you. Like,
I had a whole TV show. Season 4, episode 5. I don't know. Figure it out. Ah!
Super Soul Sundays. My podcast.
Super Soul Sundays. She said, I had that to feel. If you ain't get it, baby, if you ain't got it, it's gone.
Tony trying to eat right. I'm trying to get your mental health together.
Morgan! Yeah. She said, you'll get over it. I said, you can't say that about the people. OPZ.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, that was so
but also, why are you thinking about you on your wedding day thinking about all the other Black women that ain't married? And I sad about it, Oprah, and I'm sad about it. And I'm sad.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get over it once you get over it. I mean, but honestly, she talked about when she was calling Maya Angelou crying about all the stuff that was happening to her on the internet, tabloids. Like, and she's like, girl, if you don't shut up.
Them ham hocks $2.99.
Like, if you don't shut
I
up.
got greens, like, $2 a bushel.
What is you crying for? What is you crying for? Girl, you is Oprah Winfrey. What is you crying for?
No, that's
Get
a
it
fact.
together.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, that moment was magic for us because obviously, if you watch the pod, you know, like Morgan just said, she was crying on her wedding day for people that aren't her. And like, you know, but similarly, like I literally can't enjoy things because I be thinking about the people who also can't enjoy things. They not dead. I just feel bad for them. Like, they not dead. They got jobs.
Not out of pity, out of frustration of the world that we live in. Like, I know how you got to where you at. And that's why I'm mad. Because of the circumstances, because of how you got here.
Yep.
How we got
100%.
here.
100%. And I love how she said it in a flippant way, but let me be clear, because when I told my friend about it without him having watched it, he was like, I don't like that. And I was like, let's be clear. It wasn't in a way that was like, F the lower poor people. It wasn't that. She was saying it in a way of, because you got to think, she said all of this in the context of a conversation about God. And the original question, now that it's coming to my memory, the original question was about, and this was another one, actually. It's a good pivot, but still on this. KeKe was like, okay, let's pivot to doing all of this, becoming Oprah as a Black woman and like the struggles and the barriers and all of that. Peasy said, because remember, most of the conversation was about God. And so earlier in the conversation, Oprah was referencing how whatever that thing is that keeps that sun behind the clouds and keeps it in the air or keeps it in the sky behind the clouds, that's the thing that I worship and listen and align my life with. So that was whatever. And so when she asked her about the stuff about being a Black woman, she said, I didn't contend with barriers, not because they didn't exist, but because I'm aligned with the God that puts the sun behind the clouds. That's who's directing my footsteps. That's who. So I literally can't see it, not because it's not real, but because I'm being guided by something that supersedes this frivolity. Yeah. And when I even saying it now, I literally only watched the interview once. So the fact that it's just that much recall, but so saying that to say, she was saying it in the context of like, and then because right after she said, I don't grieve it, she was like, if anything, if you go to church all these hours and you do all this stuff and praising the Lord and crying and spitting and whatever, and you still don't know how to relinquish your worries over to God and allow God to lead and guide your steps such that your life reflects that of a servant of God, then I can't grieve for you. I just have to accept the world as is because God makes no mistakes in terms of like our lived experiences are what they are, right? And sometimes like consciousness and reality is just what it is. And I can't spend mine so obsessed with maybe this is just your plight, right? And that's just the reality of what it is. And so, yeah, it was more of a spiritual reckoning that she was saying, like, the God of the universe controls my steps. And I trust that same God orders yours too. And so whatever yours is I'll trust that God with yours. And I was, and I agree. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I understood what she was saying. And I understand what you were saying. 100%. Yeah. No, literally.
Yeah, no,
like what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just didn't like that she was like, I don't think about being a Black woman. And I'm like, I get what she's saying. Like, I get what she's saying about like, it's like those like, I don't know how I got here because I didn't think these thoughts myself, right? It's like, I knew that it was God. So I, like you were saying, like college wasn't a thought of my mind. Like, I don't know, but things happen in a way that now, right. And now college was a thought in my mind. And like, I wouldn't be like, right, either by way of like, oh, I got exposed to one thing and that was the ordering of the steps, right? But I was like, you don't think about being a Black woman at all, girl?
You're not wrong.
Like,
you're not wrong.
but I did 100% understand what she was saying, because it's like, I didn't get here of my own strength. And at some point, it's like, I know I'm not that smart. I know I'm not that capable for it to be just me by myself moving these things in a way that I'm now Oprah Winfrey, billionaire, owner of my own production, owner of my own network. All these people have come up after me, like, because I came from Mississippi, dirt, tin roof. There's no way that girl should have ever been exposed or be where I'm at. And there's no other way to say that that's a reality but because of God.
Yeah, 100%.
But I was just like, girl, you gotta reckon with the fact that you are also a Black woman.
And I'm glad you just brought that in.
Which I'm sure she has, but like,
yeah.
But I was just like, girl, you ain't that. What it made me feel is that it's like, it made me feel like, oh, did you think you've out-Blacked because you've earned enough money that you've now not raced, right? And that's where my mind went when she said that, and I was just like, no, ma'am, still Black woman. But when Black people get to a certain point, whether they million, billions, quiet on like, as a matter of fact, let me start. You know what's funny is I was about to say the Illuminati about to give me. It was funny is she talking about how people be saying I'm in certain groups. I was like, okay, addressing, without saying
I didn't even catch that. Did she say that? I didn't catch that.
Yes.
I didn't catch that. So this is the thing. I love that you said that, because even as I was trying to work through explain what she was saying, like that so naturally comes up in me, but like I squashed it down in order to make it make sense. So saying that to say, yeah, like this, the other part, let's give some nuance to this. Because I saw the backlash that she was getting on the internet.
That's what our pod was.
No, but I saw the backlash she was getting about, she was like, you got to work hard. And like, when you're 20 something, you're not. What was the clip? She said, when you're 20 something, there is no such thing as work-life balance. That's what she said. Okay.
I mean, also, millennial. I'm not a Gen Z.
But that's what I was about to say. So I think Oprah is 70 plus, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you silly. Oh, well, mine is going to be quick.
I'm be quiet.
Oprah is 70 plus. And so, wait, two things. Oprah is 70 plus and became a billionaire as a person who was born in the times that a 70 plus year old would be born. I think she was born like 56 or something, right? Or 55, something like that. And so, and she did it through a much different world than the one that we have today. It's still very discriminatory. It's still very barriers, roadblocks, all the things. But we don't know the world that Oprah grew up in. Thankfully so. Like we know it historically, but we don't know it. In a lot of ways we do know it. But y'all get what I'm saying. And so anyway, saying that to say, by that metric, just that one, she's 10,000% right. It may not be right, but by her metric and her lived experience, there is no better or smarter thing to say to a young person than get your ass up. And it ain't no rest for the wicked, huh? Yeah, like it's there is like by her metric that she lived by, that she grew up in, is right. And what can also be true as we're pivoting from that metric is that rest is vital. We are living in somewhat of an economy where no matter the work you put in, a house is $600,000. The average house, what's the average house price right now? It's like a $640. Like it's insane, right? And so like the economy that we've been coming up in, as opposed to the one that she came up in, completely different economies. Like so many things have been different. That was the 20th century. Like that was the boom of like all whatever. Anyway, my point is, so I think two things can be right. And then the last thing I'll say is what is also still will always be universally true that I think we can extract from that, even though some of the politics is just a little wrong and it's a little dated because she's speaking for her time. What can also be true is that, or what will always be universally true is that hard work and dedication and commitment will always outstand the test of time. It just will. And again, that's when I will go back to a little bit That's a winner's mentality. And guess what? And I'm sorry, just one last thing, Morgan, I promise. Winners, everybody won't win. No, but let me not actually be playful in this moment. That's hella okay. Like we talk about all the time, like some people are designed for a regular, and I'm going to put that in quotation. We the one that made regular a curse word. Right. Regular is beautiful. That's wonderful. But in the same vein, Oprah coming on at 4:00 every day helped great victims, helped people. There are some people that are called to the higher so that the regular people and the masses, and they have their struggles in the same way that you have your struggles. Y'all got stuff that she could never deal with. She got stuff that y'all can never deal with. But that is what it is to live in an echo chamber of how many people on the planet? 6 billion. I was going to say 363. And America's 363 million. But 6-7 billion people. Like, that's what it is to live. Everybody don't want win, whatever that even means or looks like. And so I say that to say, like, it's all right to, when people say stuff like that, as a person who's trying to win, as a person who's like growing in personal things, I'm sure Morgan can attest to the same thing. Sorry, it do take a lot. I hell don't want to go back to school, but I also know that I potentially want to be a professor and a pastor and a public scholar one day in religion. So guess what? While y'all kicking it and chilling, I'm gonna go back to school and be working and build a business.
No, so yes to everything you said. However, comma.
Go ahead. Yes.
Like, no, literally, I was laughing because I wasn't gonna say anything you didn't say. I was saying everything. I was like, that was all the things I kind of wrote. But the I guess the nuanced take to that is, yes, what she said is quote unquote problematic to the 2026 standards of life. Like, we want a work-life balance, blah, blah, blah. And we live in a capitalistic society. And as much as I see the best of the wellness girls talk about rest. And at the same time talking about I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed. Because at the same time, they know that they are called to a different degree of something, and they're stressed the freak out because they're trying to live into a calling or they're trying to do X, Y, and Z. And what gets rewarded in this country still, as we're trying to change the things, is the person that works the hardest. So if you want the house, if you want the car, if you want the life, the dude on the TikTok was like, y'all want these salaries of the VPs and the CEOs and all the things, but y'all don't want to do the work of the VPs and the CEOs. And my people be sending me emails at 8:00 in the morning, 1:00 in the morning, because they're doing the work outside of hours, the normal work hours. He said, I'm not doing that. And I'm not getting that salary. And I'm okay with that. And that's the reality. Like,
God, that's it. You just put it, that's perfect. You want this, but don't want to do this. Yeah,
and you don't have to want to be a billionaire. And we don't have to we can talk about the problematic status of billionaires. We can talk about how that shouldn't be something we strive for based on ethics and all the things. And that's fine. And even to be somebody who just has a regular quote unquote income that's not in poverty, you got to get to a point. You have to get to maybe a certain economic status, education status sometimes. Yeah. You have to get to a certain level of experience sometimes to get to the economic status you want, to not live in poverty, because that is the system that our country rewards. So if you want to work-life balance,
pays.
Yes. So if you want to work-life balance and also be comfortable, and I literally do mean comfortable. I don't mean like to your like uncomfortable. I mean like not the actual federal poverty guidelines. I mean like up there, because the federal poverty guidelines is pretty high or low or whatever. But to actually get there,
$3 a year.
Right, you're gonna have to get to a point where like the $100,000 to make it feel like $100,000. You got to get to a certain point, and in order to get there, you have to work in the system that is a meritocracy. And Raven taught me that word. Merit. It's merit based.
But it's true though. It's true. It's true. And just, can I give two things of caveats or nuance to that? you can decry a system and also exist in the system, and you not be
Yeah.
the arbiter or the perpetuator, continual purveyor of that system. This is what we have. And as Black women, we've never had, we don't have access to means of production. We don't have access to that really would be it, the means of production, such that we don't control what it is. All we are players, a part of this. You can maintain ethics. I still have a critique of Oprah being a billionaire, but it's not Oprah's fault that she is a billionaire. So I'm not mad at Oprah. I'm mad at the system that would allow that. All of that can be true while also saying you have this inner voice, you have this calling, you have the inclination to, and I even want to pivot my word a little bit. Maybe it's not even, actually, no, I'm not going to pivot. It is win. But but in this instance, or in this context, the opposite of winning don't necessarily mean a loser, more than it just means somebody who rose above it. Like to win is like to go above the what everybody else did and did something above what everybody else did. That's what it means in this context, not necessarily that the opposite is the loser. So anyway, saying that to say though, none of what we're saying negates the fact that economically we need to do things differently in this country, or that you have to subscribe to capitalism and you have to subscribe to like a life of overabundance or overworking yourself. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to. And that circles right back to what I'm just saying. So like, that's why, I mean, the opposite of winner in this is not loser, because you can not subscribe. You can live a simple life. Hopefully and I'm saying it to say, cause I know the world has become so unaffordable sometimes, but largely you do the necessary things, live a simple life, and that can be your lot, and that's okay. And you're not lesser of a person. And I think, if anything, if you're hearing what we're saying, or hearing even what Oprah said, even though there are some critiques to be made, if you're hearing it through the lens of, no, we all need to be on the same playing field and that's not fair, then I don't think you're listening to it in the right context. You need to do internal work about, why do you feel bad about living a regular life or a simple life if you know you don't want to live up to that standard? Go ahead.
And this might be of I don't know, maybe it's not reading too deep into what she's saying. Like, she essentially, I think at the basis of what she was saying was, I lived into the calling of my life, and it just happened to be here. Like, and it's like, did the Lord really, the universe call you to billionaire status? I don't know. But I said no to the things I said no to. I said yes to the things I said yes to, or I felt called to say yes to, and here I am. And the reality is, everybody's not going to be billionaires, but everybody can feel fulfilled in their calling, purpose, etc., based on what it is that they feel they're being guided to, led to, rerouted to, all the things. And I think that was one of the biggest things that we could take as well. Like, it's like, what is your soul's work? Like, so and it's like, I don't know. Too. Yeah. And you just gotta, I don't know. Gotta figure it out.
Why did God put me here? That was what they kept saying. And I thought that was so profound. And it's interesting, because I say this all the time. If I'm being honest, that's why the interviews stirred me up the most, for that exact reason. Because when I boil it all down, all the things that I do in life, all the things we've talked about it before, I feel like what I'm called to is help people right there. Help people figure that out exactly. But not just that, like that is part of it. But my bigger one is, I really feel called in various ways to do it. But the crux of it is to reintroduce God to people. And so, and what that would look like is, why did God, but not just like, why am I here? But no, because there was a divine element to that relationship, or to that knowing, or to that thing that you're needing to figure out. And so saying that to say, circling it all back, like, yeah, if hers manifested in that way, you can have critiques of it. You can be frustrated about it. I sure am. But again, it's not necessarily her fault more than it is. We need to be always calling it out, so that we can consistently be desensitizing people to concepts like socialism and shifting capitalism. And, like, I'm glad to do all of that. And that doesn't negate any of the truths about, but essentially, like we just said, Morgan, her lived experiences led her there, but she's calling for, I want you to have the abundance in whatever God told you to do, and whatever that looks like for you, and how your alignment with the universe, or whatever, right? Yeah, I love how you summarize that.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, like, her calling truly could be like a Black woman could be a billionaire, rising up through racism, sexism, the 1950s, the civil rights movement. You know what I'm saying? That could literally be the calling of like, and a Black woman can defeat your system, right? The pervasiveness and the like, to be able, a Black girl from Mississippi to be able to, oh, let me show you something. Like, my God is also higher than the systems that are in place to not allow these people to go through. And I can bring one through there.
That makes me cry. Oh, Morgan, stop it. Oh, that makes me so emotional. Oh, I hate that. Oh, because God got a sense of humor too. Oh, like for
Oprah.
like
her name's Oprah.
I just wanted to like that's, and it was so many people on her path too that told her, white men at that, that it couldn't happen. Why? How dare you have the audacity? Blah blah blah. Maybe
and gave her the platform to do it, because they just joked around and said that you can't do it. Like, she said, if they knew I could have did it, they would never give me 50%.
And just the profundity of that, and which is also why I wanted to mention this throughout the episode. We say it all the time, but I just always like to reassert it. I grade Black women on a curve. Judge your mama. I could care less. I grade Black people, but particularly Black women on a curve. So yeah, I decry billionaires, and I'm first, and I, whatever. I disavow. Maybe that's not the best. Whatever word I'm looking for, though. Yeah, I absolutely am frustrated billionaire, and I'm against it. And I grade Black women on a curve. Judge your mama. Judge your mama. So, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely did have things that fit in the first section first.
I mean, you can say,
I know. So the podcast made me really like appreciate young girls or young women who are in community with older women. Yes. Because when KeKe, when she was like, because I got my new niece, she said, "Yes, new niece." I said, "Yes, new niece."
Oprah actually did. She repeated. She said, "Yes, new niece. Yes, new niece."
I didn't even notice.
She did. Honestly, it just made me miss my granny. My granny used to do it because I act like KeKe. Like, to my family, I act like that. And so my granny used to be like, "Yes, new niece. Yes, new niece." Like, no, I'm not saying it, Granny. I'm saying like, or she'd be like, "Yes, new niece. You tickle me."
Like a figure of speech,
Exactly. I'm like, look at her feet. It's so cute. I'm sorry. Anyway, but yeah.
But it made me appreciate, because like when I think about community,
it's not patriarchy. It's not patriarchy. We can say, listen, you can take it.
When I think about it, I'm just like, community should exist with multi levels, different accessibilities, different ages, blah blah blah. Because if your community looks just like you, like that ain't causing no friction. That ain't doing that.
Right.
And it made me appreciate that, because I've always been the girl who had the older mother. My mama been through menopause. You know what I'm saying? So all my friends' parents going through menopause is kind of funny. Watching older women around me going through menopause, not funny, relatable, because they like, my mama. Like, but I'm like, I see a woman. Here's the fan, girl. Here's the fan. Because when you're in a community with people that don't look like you and you can appreciate and accept them, that brings a level of like authenticity, because they be embarrassed about that stuff. Because they don't, you don't know when it's coming. And it's like, girl, you don't need to be embarrassed about this. One, do you know how old I am? I'm learning from you. I'm about to be right where you at. I don't care. Two, I'm a woman at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm not no little girl. I'm a woman. So I know there are so many functions within our body we ain't got no control of.
None.
Like, so I appreciated that, because when you're in community with people who are different than you, who are like older than you, you start to appreciate, you can appreciate, yes, I understand what you mean when you say I got some new knees. Yes, because my knee hurting right now. Yep. And I might be right here with you.
And
you know what I'm saying?
That. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was like, I really appreciated that. And I was like, I really love being in community with older women because you learn from them and you just you sit at their feet. And that's literally what this conversation was. But that authenticity and acceptance and accessibility piece, I'm just like, yes. Yes.
And like, what a privilege to be. I'm reading right now. I'm actually reading 2 books. It's interesting. I'm reading, that's crazy because I'm laughing because like they both are about Black women, but unintentionally, because I was accidental. But now that I'm talking about this, I'm like, dang, they both actually would fit. But anyway, one of them I started them last night. Is Feminist Prose. You know it, of course. In Our Mother's Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
By Alice Walker. Yes. I know. I'm new to the crowd. Everybody, I just got hip to Frantz Fanon. I just got hip to all the things. I'm new, guys. I'm new. But anyway, so I'm reading, reading Alice Walker now and all the essays. And I read chapter 1 last night. And in the is that what it's called in books? Is it preface? Is it the intro? I said the interlude like it's an album. Yeah, it's the preface. I think it's the preface.
Whatever. But anyway, the first 2 pages.
There you go. And she said, I always give these long introductions and then I forget why I said it. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, we were talking about the Black woman thing and just the community part of it. In the preface, she said she was defining womanism or womanist, and then one of the descriptors was our people are folk or like FOLK. And dang, I forgot why I mentioned this. I gave too long of an intro. Huh?
Let me read it for you.
Can you please? Because it was a part where she said folk. It was something about like it was something about folk like and I'm saying this while you pulling it up, and I'm saying this because like everybody benefits from our shared community. And like it like it's not just we just have a good time, we have a good key. No, we actively we pour, people are our folk. Everybody is
Loves
our
the folk.
Huh?
Okay, here you.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Loves music, loves dance, loves the moon, loves spirit, loves love and food and roundness, loves struggle, loves the folk, loves herself regardless.
Loves the folk. And it's go ahead.
Keep going. Well, this part I feel like is also speaking to that. And she says,
please, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Committed to survival and wholeness of entire people, male and female, not separatists, except periodically for health, traditionally universalists. Okay, anyway. Not separatists. Yeah. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, girl, honestly, it was so beautiful. I was like sitting at the water in the grass. It was wonderful. I was reading it. I just got it was such a spiritual moment. And I just got so overwhelmed because it's just on the preface alone, actually. I literally read it a few times and just sitting with that. But the reason that stood out to me in the context of what you're sharing, though, is because sitting at the knees of Black women, we love the folk, and what that means, and literally that can mean actual in reference to people, but it also can mean in the style, folk, like folk music is indie, independent, separate from because we've already been rejected. So anyway, but saying that to say how I interpreted initially was the folk meaning people, all people are our people, because everybody who comes up under our feet is healed and made whole and get a good meal and get a good talking to and get a good lesson and and so it's so rich to be hearing about your auntie's knees and her new knees and how you can see yourself okay, so Titi, well, I need a knee surgery that's blah blah blah, we're not afraid to tell you about aging. Some people are no, baby, I'll tell you all of it, baby. Yeah, that's why all these older Black women, let that I don't want to be auntie stuff go. Let that stuff go. I know that's a tangent, but I gotta say it for a second. Nia Long just said it the other day too. Maybe, girl, you're not 30 no more, and that's okay. You are an auntie. It's such a Black women get to be what they want to say what they want. So if they don't want to be called something, I respect that. But I just want them to know what you're rejecting when you do that. You're rejecting a lineage and a history that is rich, that is countercultural because we were forced to be. And so when you reject that, You're rejecting something spiritual. Girl, it's okay. You're still beautiful. Because you're a couple years older. And I know I'm saying it from a place of privilege as a younger person, but I'm also not a spring chicken no more either, girl. My back hurt every day.
But also what a blessing it is to age as a Black person, Black woman in America. Like, that's a blessing. Well, I was supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you. You still alive. Like, jokes.
We are walking karaoke.
Okay. Also appreciate that you said that it's rich, because the last part of the definition, also welcome womanist. Welcome. Also didn't read that whole book. I just read I just read the dark definition.
The way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna read an essay. I'm gonna read like an essay like every 2 days, because it's essay. So I'm gonna just read one essay every 2 days or so. I think that's what's gonna help me get through.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try. I just read that. I just was like, what's the definition? Thank you. That's all I got out that whole book. But womanist is to feminist as purple is to lavender, because purple is deeper than lavender. It's richer. Stacey Ford Thomas has a book. I think it is about the something shades of purple or something like that. And it reminded me of somebody telling me, I didn't want to say anything that's misogynistic, sir. You know misogynistic. I know misogynoir. You know feminism. I know womanism. There's a difference. There's a richness when you add that Black to that woman, when you add the intersection.
My friend explained it to me yesterday. She said about that line about womanism is to feminism as purple is to lavender. She said purple is a color, but I mean, no. Lavender is a color, but purple is the hue. Like essentially, like that. Oh, I know. Oh, like one came from like this
Extracted.
Is the like this was an extraction from the essence of what this thing is. Girl, it's crazy because we do all that churchy stuff about things that are not, but actually it is God. And that's the other thing. This is God.
Spirit. Loves the spirit, loves the moon. This right here, that part right there, when I look at little baby, I'm like, she loves music. She loves to dance. She'll be like, moon. Like, she loves food. She loves roundness. Like, she is like, I'm like, I'm raising a womanist daughter. Like, period. Like, that's it. That's all.
Who God lives in right now. And so her interests, although they aren't like refined and they aren't like identified as of yet, like fully, but those things, those idiosyncrasies, the things that are repetitive, like that's God manifesting, God and the call that God has put into her manifesting in real time. And you just are privy and privileged to be able to watch them and nourish them and like shape them and make sure that they go upward and not like chaotic, like,
right.
Yeah. He lives in, or not he, God lives in you. Hey, oh baby, and I'm completely off. It's crazy because just a year ago when you said that at first, I was like, okay, Margaret, okay. I mean, Margaret say ha ha ha. Now I will choke before I say he about God. It's crazy. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. And it was about Stedman. It was about the respect that she gave about, she said, it would be, because I don't know nothing about you and Stedman, but, and
you better recognize
let's talk about me.
That's my man.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about what y'all got going on. However, come on, I do know that's your man. But let's talk about him not being your man, but him being your man. And I was just like, that's literally the funniest thing in the world, because like she's a journalist. Like, how can somebody sit down and talk about somebody that you ain't never confirmed? They sitting at the what's the Kennedy Honors? She in the front, he in the back. At the Kennedy Honors. That's not Stedman. What is a Stedman? But KeKe asked that question so respectfully.
And she weaved it in. She weaved a few things in that were more salacious, but she knew how to do it. Yeah, very journalistic. But also on that Stedman thing, when she said, girl, I was leaning on a man car. I was begging a man to stay. Cause like she didn't even talk about Stedman, like, again, to your point, but she didn't need to, because we know what it is. But she said, before I got with that rich financier man who compliments me in every way, fine, tall, handsome, beautiful thing, I was hanging on a 79 Chevy Cruze. Oh, whatever. I don't know.
Well,
A 1967 Cutlass.
Literally.
She said, begging a man to stay with me. So you see the mountains today, daughter, but you ain't see my valleys. That's what she said in that. Like she said in a cute way, like, oh, she told her nigga story because everybody got a nigga story. But she said, but what I need y'all to extract from it was, you see my peaks, but until you see my valleys, I don't want to have a conversation about my peaks. You need to know. Don't worry about my peaks. Hopefully you get yours. The only way you're going to get yours, though, is if you fix your back.
Over there. Stop looking at my man.
Shift your eyes. Shift your eyes. Set your eyes on the...
You focused on the wrong thing, okay?
You focused on the wrong thing. You worried about my peak when your peak could look completely different, but you can't see it because it's still in the murky and the muddies or whatever. You still hanging on the court. You still hanging on the 67 Cutlass.
Girl, you might be giving him too much credit. You might have had a Pinto.
You still waiting at the bus stop with your nigga. Okay, I'm just playing actually, because as I'm actively about to give up my car, I think to be a Subway girl, so I'm just joking. But
what?
I really think
so metropolitan.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, girl, with car note, insurance, and gas, and just miscellaneous, I spent about $1,100 a month on a car. Why?
Not in that city. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I got on the train Sunday, and I was like, why don't I take the train? Like, literally, we went out to eat. It was so much all on the train. I was like, wow. Why do I got a car? It's stupid.
That's actually really nice. You don't have to you don't have to drive. Like,
I mean, it's gonna be sucky really nice in the winter, but
yeah. But
I said when I need a car, probably the only time you can. Yes.
Yeah, and it's probably the only time in life that you might be able to do that.
That's what I said. No, I literally said, right, because once I have a baby and stuff, that's not happening.
No.
Girl, could you actually no? Because there's girls out there that do a shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, that's why the Duna was created. The Duna stroller that turns a car seat into stroller car seat.
Oh yes, yeah. The girls do be.
It's very convenient.
You got one?
I said, we took it to the airport. That's for the city girls for real.
Yeah.
I know it.
Wow.
I was like, and we got it from a girl in Chicago, like his cousin that live in Chicago, and I was like, actually, I couldn't imagine because if you have to park on the block and you have to walk to your apartment, who finna do that? No.
I'm telling on a sub like. But yeah, in terms of convenience and ease out, girl, we got in and off that subway. It's fun day, and I was like, because I'm so used to doing it in New York. I be in New York all the time, and said that in New York you just think you put you in a amount of subway. So it's not that I'm unaccustomed to it, but I just hadn't really done it in DC because this is where my life is. And girl, I was bopping in and out. I said, am I in New York? And I'm like, no, I'm in, like, we have a citywide train. I don't know what I've been doing. So anyway.
That's nice. I take public transportation a lot when I'm out of town too.
Yeah, it's silly to not. It's so girl, $2, $3. I got a little $20 thing, girl. Yeah, I'm really gonna stop playing. So anyway, but yeah. Why does this matter? Set your eyes on things above. Go ahead.
Why does this matter? Because sometimes you need a reminder that you are that girl. And I didn't get 11 degrees for literally no reason. And I'm treading carefully. Starting a new role, somebody told me, I hope they don't question your credentials. And I said, that's heavy to say. And people can question your credentials. And your credentials are valid. No, your credentials are the reason you are where you are. In the society we are in that honors credentials and merit and all the things. It is what it is. But going through the experiences that you get to, like all the experiences that you have shaped and molded me into a person, and literally like, no, I wouldn't be as well-rounded of a thinker had I not gone through so much. And I used to be narrow-minded. And had I not gone through the degrees, the life, all the things, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be able to think the way I do. And the audacity that people have to question your credentials. And maybe not overtly, maybe not outright, but yeah. So it matters because I'm like, girl, I wouldn't be here. Like,
I want to ask something to yours. I want to ask before I give mine. And seriously, just to reiterate, in all seriousness, and the same God that put the cloud, that sun behind the cloud, well, behind the clouds right now, actually, because it's dark. The same God that's making it dark right now and it's going to make it bright again is the one that orchestrated exactly where you are. And so, and when I tell you that's going to live with me forever, so I want to reiterate that for you too. Like, I don't actually give a damn what whoever says what or whatever, or even, and I'll even take it a step further. I don't give a damn how many mistakes I make, how many times I question myself, how many, you know what I mean? Like the same God that has tucked away this sun and made it dark outside right now is the one that orchestrated this moment right here while I just made this big ass blunder of a mistake or whatever. Like,
right.
Like, girl, and when so that's what I say. I really took from that what she's like, I get why the girls can feel a way about it, but like, and I do think she should have said more about Black women stuff and all that, but that was sufficient though too. And like, the more I think like when you get to the place of like, bitch, I'm me because of God.
Yeah.
But you get to that place like, girl, so what? So what? You still couldn't be me. Like, but you can be your own self because it's not that I'm better than you. You know, it's gonna, but like, girl, like, it wasn't no mistake. So anyway, yeah, that's my word to you, sister.
Yeah.
I'm really full.
We need a post-production real fast, okay?
We do. Oh, yes, definitely. Well, then let me hurry up. So, oh, look at us at 1:30. This is a good little reunion episode. This is a good little, right. We back. It matters to me because God lives in you. That's, I'm not even joking. God lives in me. God watches over. Do you remember that?
No, you know I'm not churchy.
How can you be laughing? I don't be. No, that's a Lion King. He lives in you. He lives in me.
That's a Lion King song?
Number 2. Lion King 2.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Simba's Pride.
Got it. Okay.
That's the name of it. But anyway, also, that, for real, that's why it matters, because the rest is frivolous. The rest is meaningless. It's not that the rest doesn't have meaning, but to the extent that it has meaning, whatever meaning that we've imputed into it or that is imputed into it, it's all in the hands of the creator and the orchestrator, the greater orchestrator of all of this. And I'm really even affirming this for myself tonight, seriously, like, because I don't think you can get lost in all of the going ons in the world and the difficulties of the world such that like it's not important to. I'm never one of them Christians or believers. That's never going to be me again. But the commitment that we give to it, the commitment that we give to like fixing our mistakes and like, oh shoot, I want to be better and all of the striving, it's all in the palm of our creator's hand. And you can never outwork or outperform what God has ordained. And that is, so it matters for that reason. Align yourself with God. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever that feels like for you, because breaking news, I have given up the need for monopoly or exclusivity in my faith. I am a Christian unabashedly, but I've given up the need to be like, oh, it's absolutely this God. So whatever it looks like for you, align yourself with it fast.
Right.
And get to business. That's it. Because I'm getting full.
Okay, girls. We can end this podcast. And we went to see The Lion King live. Y'all have to go see it. Specifically, go maybe on the kids' night. People were complaining about the kids talking, but when I say the people came, they were like,
that would piss me off. I'm not gonna lie, that would piss me off.
But
no, I'm just playing.
It was childlike.
Yeah.
It was like childlike wonder.
Wait, do you mean in the audience?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But the auditorium literally erupted when they came out on them stilts, and it was like, oh my gosh, wow! Like, and I was just, me and Desmond in there about to cry because it's like, what? This is so beautiful. Like, this is like our childhood. Like,
yeah, that's wonderful.
Go and see it because you'll feel like, oh, I'm 5 watching Lion King. Like,
oh, I love that. Yeah, that'll be another episode. How much we hate kids, not us, but the world. But yeah, I love that because that pisses me off so much because y'all do too much. But yeah, next episode.
They're watching the Lion King live. She was like, like, it was so big.
Yeah. Wonder. And this is their first, not first, but this is technically first in the world. Like, let them wonder. Like, oh God, witches. Anyway, yeah.
Witches. Go see the Lion King if that's ever in your city. Get a cheap ticket. Just go.
I need to go.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'm good.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys. See you later. He lives in you.
Where is the mouse?
I can do it.